What's up, guys? Bravo Delta Actual, TacDogs Tactical Airsoft. Welcome to another episode of Spec Ops. I'm gonna make this real quick. Today we are talking about tactical lights and how to deploy them in Airsoft. So let's not beat around the bush, let's get right to it. What a lot of people don't understand is when you go putting a tactical light on your weapon platform, there's a couple of different uses for it. I like to break it down into three core uses. Those three core uses are illumination of what's ahead, positive identification of the target, and distraction of the target. So we're gonna go one by one and check out how to deploy said tactical lights in a tactical situation. So check this out. I see a lot of people leaving their tactical lights on all the time when you're clearing a room, CQB type situations, things like that. Now, the thing in your head you might be asking yourself is, well, it's dark. How can I be able to see what's in front of me? And that's a valid question. So the problem we're running into is, yes, you absolutely need to see what's in front of you. So you may throw that light on and clear your structure, but you're also, let's say there's a bad guy hiding in that structure somewhere, and now that light has awared them to your presence, or what we like to call triggering the room. So how do we illuminate the path ahead and not trigger the room and give away our tactical advantage? Okay, so a couple of techniques that I learned is momentary flash. So on a TLR like this one, or a TLR-ish type tactical light, you have momentary, boop boop, that is activated by a pressure switch that gives you a momentary flash. If you can see that right there, gives you a momentary flash when you press it, so you can get a good idea of where you are, navigate your way through your room, and not have a constant light that tells your enemies where you are. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing that I've heard of, but I don't do myself because it may not make enough sense to me personally, but it may make sense to you, is to, if you're gonna have them on, illuminate the whole room by aiming your beam up, and it will illuminate your area without throwing too much light in front of you, okay? So that's another one, we can try that, practice that. A couple of problems that we run into with tactical lights, could be on a rifle, it could be on a pistol like this one here, is backsplash. Or let's say you're clearing a room, you have a white wall in front of you and you deploy your light, but those lumens are reflecting on the wall and blinding you instead. So that's where we have to try to think a little bit clearer about discipline on that trigger. We have trigger discipline here. We also need trigger discipline on our lights. Tracking, cool. So that's illuminating the path ahead, how we can reduce our presence signature with a little bit of light discipline. Too many times I've been playing at CQB fields and I see lights coming down the hallway, letting me know that there's somebody coming. You could even tell the orientation of where the light is coming from, because at the point of origin it's brighter and then it fades off. So I know if they're coming from the left or they're coming from the right, it kind of gives away your position and I'm ready for you. Same goes, it works both ways. It's a double-edged sword. Yes, it's a very valuable tool, but it also can get you in a little bit of trouble. So we're gonna try to help you keep you out of trouble a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about the second point, positive identification. Now, positive identification is pretty simple. You are using your light to determine whether you're looking at a friend or foe or teammate, what have you, especially in playing Airsoft. Sometimes it's hard to differentiate, who is on your side and who's not. You get mixed up. So you might want to give a quick flash, boop, boop, to see if that's a friend or foe, because you don't want to shoot your teammate because they're going to be big mad, and rightly so. Sorry, Ghost. So how do we do that? There's a couple of different things. One is getting to know who is on your team and what they're wearing, or if there's a team color indicator, look for that color. Or if you can't see it quite clearly, go on ahead and give it a quick boop, or like we're gonna say, boop the light a little bit so you can see who it is you're aiming at, so you don't put a round on your friend. And if you're in a real deal situation, that could be very costly. I've seen it happen. I've heard of it happening. So positive identification of friend or foe is absolutely critical. And you can do that just with a quick boop of the light without giving too much away. Now, the one part that we all want to know about and we all want to talk about is how to use your tactical light as a distraction. There's a couple of different ways, and I'm not going to give you all of my secrets, but one of the most common things is using your light as a distraction. If I present and pop, 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 that's very disorienting. You know, that's very stark, especially if you're in a very dark room and all of a sudden you just have this beam of light flashing you. That can be very disorienting. It can buy you precious seconds to press shots. And it's going to take them a minute for the brain to connect with engaging you as a target, but you're already dialed in. Again, the momentary flash is great. If it doesn't have strobe, I think strobe's a little overrated. I don't really use it, but I like having a little bit more control of when that light deploys. And if I have oriented myself to the surroundings and I can see a little bit pretty good in the dark, I won't need that light. So when I go up on target, I'm blasting them with some light to disorient them, and I press that shot or shots. However, as soon as you get those shots off, get that light off, because there may be others that can see where that light's coming from, and they're going to engage you because now that light it's also broadcasting to their teammates and letting you know where it is. That's why I call tactical lights a two-edged sword. It can help and it can harm. Hopefully, we talked about some tips here that's going to help you out and give you an advantage on the airsoft field so you can have a better time and dominate on the field like we all like to do. Tactical light is a weapon. It's very disorienting. It can buy you an advantage. And what are the advantages you want tactically? You want to buy yourself time. Time is everything. Think about this, airsofters. When you are engaging your enemy, you want more time on your side to line up your sights, get the shot out, or position yourself tactically so you can increase your percentages of getting that hit and decrease your enemy's percentages of getting their hit on you. So, tactical light is a weapon. It's not just part of the weapon, it is an extension of the weapon. This is just as much effective as this. Tracking? All right. So that's our video for today. I just wanted to do something quick to talk about tactical lights. The principles work the same with pistols, rifles, what have you. Practice that. See how you can acclimate yourself to your surroundings. Use a little bit of light discipline when deploying your tactical light, and you'll get a little bit more of an advantage on the airsoft field. Thanks guys for tuning in to this really quick episode of Spec Ops. I really enjoy bringing you this series. We're going to bring you more. We're going to do more with other teams and other training scenarios, and hopefully you can get some value out of it. If you are getting value out of it, absolutely go on ahead, comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can be part of our notification squad when new videos come out, because we got some really awesome stuff coming out for you guys. All right, with that said, I am Big Dog Actual for Tac Dogs Tactical Airsoft. This has been Spec Ops, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, guys.